Walk into any hunting camp in America, and you will hear the same argument echoing around the fire, which modern cartridge truly deserves to be called the new king of hunting ammo? Some calibers have earned their legacy over decades of clean one-shot kills. Others are fresh creations, engineered with cutting-edge ballistics and designed to push the limits of what a rifle can do. But every so often, a handful of cartridges rise above the noise. They redefine performance. They challenge traditions. They force even seasoned hunters to reconsider what they carry into the field. Today, we are taking a hard look at 5 of those standouts. These are the rounds dominating conversations in gun shops, showing up in more rifles on public land, and generating real excitement among reloaders, long-range specialists, and backcountry hunters alike. Each one brings something different to the table, whether it is near-silent impact energy, blistering flat trajectories, or modern straight-wall compliance paired with brute stopping power. And by the end of this review, you may find yourself rethinking which cartridge you trust when the tag is on the line. This is not just a rundown of specs. This is a practical, grounded look at how each round performs in the real world, supported by objective data and my own personal take on where each cartridge truly shines. If you have been wondering which modern caliber deserves your attention this season, stay locked in. You are about to hear the good, the bad, the surprising, and the undeniable. Starting with number 5, we have a specialist that has quietly worked its way into serious conversations among tactical shooters and nighttime hog hunters. The 338 ARC is not a mainstream household name yet, but it is already proving that silence and stopping power do not have to be mutually exclusive. Designed specifically for suppressed shooting on the AR-15 platform, this cartridge manages to deliver subsonic velocity without sacrificing terminal performance, which is usually the Achilles heel of quiet ammunition. At roughly 1050 feet per second, with heavyweight bullets in the 300 grain class, it produces a blunt force impact that genuinely surprised me the first time I ran it through a suppressed short barrel. From an objective standpoint, its ballistics make it a close to mid-range tool with a very specific mission profile. Subjectively, I think it is one of the most practical subsonic hunting options ever released for the AR-15. The downside is ammunition cost and availability. You are still looking at premium pricing in the $65 to $95 range per box of 20. But if you demand stealth without compromise, the 338 ARC is worth every penny. Transitioning to number 4, we head straight into backcountry territory with the 7mm backcountry configuration based around the legendary 7mm Remington Magnum. This round has long been known for its flat trajectory and Magnum-grade energy, but its integration into ultra-lightweight mountain rifles has pushed it into a new era. With bullet weights from 139 to 175 grains screaming out at around 3,000 feet per second, this cartridge delivers the kind of downrange authority that elk and mule deer hunters rely on when the shot is 4 or 5 ridges across. In my objective assessment, the 7mm Rem Mag remains one of the most balanced long-range hunting calibers ever produced. My personal take is simple. In steep, unforgiving terrain, it is hard to beat a rifle that carries light but hits like a hammer at 500 yards. Ammunition is widely available from virtually every major manufacturer, generally ranging between $55 and $85 per box for premium long-range loads. If your hunts take you above the timberline, this one still earns its place on your shoulder. Moving into number 3, we shift gears to sheer velocity and surgical precision with the .25 Creedmoor. This round takes the wildly successful 6.5 Creedmoor case and necks it down to .257 caliber, opening the door to extremely high ballistic efficiency. pushing 85 to 110 grain projectiles past the 3,200 feet per second mark. The 25 Creedmoor behaves like a laser beam, making it especially appealing to predator hunters who demand minimal wind drift and virtually no holdover at typical coyote distances. Objectively, this cartridge excels in scenarios where speed and precision matter more than raw mass. Subjectively, I find it exhilarating to shoot because the recoil is light, the trajectory is flat, and follow-up shots feel effortless. The limiting factor remains market saturation. It is still a boutique cartridge with most offerings coming from custom loaders. Prices run between $60 and $95 per box. But for hunters who thrive on precision, the 25 Creedmoor is a genuine standout. At number 2, we drop back into classic American lever-action territory with the 360 Buckhammer. Designed as a straight-wall cartridge for hunters in states with restrictive regulations, this round revitalizes platforms like the Henry and Marlin 336 while delivering significantly better ballistics than the old 30-30 Winchester. With flat-nose bullets in the 180 to 200 grain class, the Buckhammer holds authority out to around 200 yards, making it ideal for thick timber, brushy hardwoods, and tight shooting lanes. Objectively, it offers a meaningful step up in energy and trajectory over traditional lever gun rounds, bringing fresh capability to rifles many hunters already own. Personally, I appreciate how it blends nostalgia with modern performance. It feels like stepping back in time without giving up contemporary reliability. Ammunition pricing remains reasonable at $35 to $50 per box, and availability is steadily improving. For brush hunters, this cartridge makes a very compelling case. Finally, at number 1, we arrive at the powerhouse dominating straight-wall hunting states, the 400 Legend. Winchester created this cartridge for hunters who need to comply with regulations but refuse to compromise on stopping power. Launching .40 caliber bullets in the 190 to 215 grain range, the 400 Legend produces over 2,200 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, making it one of the most capable straight-wall rounds ever introduced. Objectively, its energy retention past 200 yards sets it apart from other compliance-focused calibers. Subjectively, I find it to be the perfect blend of controllable recoil and devastating terminal performance. It is especially effective on whitetail, hogs, and black bear, and it pairs beautifully with both bolt guns and AR-15 platforms. Pricing ranges from $35 to $55 per box, making it more accessible than many cartridges with similar performance. For hunters in the Midwest or any straight-wall region, the 400 Legend sets a new benchmark. And that brings us to the end of our breakdown of the 5 cartridges that are reshaping the modern hunting landscape. Whether you are a backcountry hunter counting ounces, a straight-wall state shooter navigating regulations, or a precision marksman chasing flawless trajectories, there is a round in this lineup that speaks directly to your pursuit. Each of these cartridges brings unique advantages, distinct trade-offs, and real-world performance that goes far beyond what you see on a spec sheet. The truth is simple. The right cartridge does more than launch a bullet. It shapes your confidence, sharpens your decisions, and ultimately determines how your season ends. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these cartridges would you trust with your tag this year? Which one surprised you? Which one are you considering adding to your next rifle build? Drop your questions, thoughts, and experiences in the comments below, and I will be diving in to answer as many as I can. If you enjoyed this review and want more honest, data-driven breakdowns of rifles, ammunition, and real-world hunting gear, make sure you subscribe and stay connected. This is Scoper 360, and we are just getting started. Stay sharp, shoot straight, and I will see you in the next one.